Hello, my name is Raynell Schneider, and I am part of Artists del Norte Art Club, and we meet in Fridley, Minnesota, and I would like to introduce one of our artists tonight, and her name is Linda Lawrence, and we would like to ask her some questions about her art and her background and some of her wonderful pieces of artwork that she'd like to share with us. So, Linda, how long have you been doing art?
Oh, I've been painting now for about 17 years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So when you were a kid or a child, did you like art or drawing or painting or any kind of...
Oh, good Lord, no.
No, didn't care
No,
for it?
I didn't like it. My father was an artist. Actually, he was a technical artist. But as a stress reliever, he would paint.
Mm-hmm.
Watercolors, oils, didn't matter what it was, he would paint. And I would stand by his side or sit on his lap while he painted sometimes, which is quite an achievement, you know, because I couldn't have anybody on my lap while I painted. But it never used to really thrill me, you know. On street scenes, though, he would put a cat in the picture, and he would say, you know, come see if you can find the cat. And you would study that painting like crazy. You could never find the cat, and then he would point it out, you know, and it might be just part of the face around the brick wall or something, but there was always a cat in there. But no, did I have interest in it? No. No.
And so that's humorous because the name of your studio is?
The Watercolor Cat.
Uh-huh. I remember that.
But it is funny, I never thought about that.
And you have a website now.
Yes.
And what is your website?
It's www.watercolorcatstudio.com.
Okay, good. We're going to look up some more of your work on there. But this is a very intriguing piece of art, I think. Lots of colors, almost the colors of the rainbow, but in a kind of a subtle way. And did you actually have like an arrangement like that, or did you just make it all up, or how did that work?
This all started, it's called the Victory Leaves, because we were on a cruise ship, the Victory. We were cruising up the East Coast with 32 artists, doing an art trip. And we got off, the first port of call I think was Boston, and we got off and we found leaves. Wherever we could find leaves. People thought we were nuts, you know, picking up leaves off the ground, but or picking them off the trees. But then we got back on the ship, and the next day we wet paper, put down the leaves, threw paint down, let it dry. And then we built up this painting throughout the trip, which is, you know, a fun thing.
What is the name of this one?
The Victory Leaves.
Victory Leaves.
Yeah.
And how did you get, I'm so curious, it looks almost like mesh right there.
That's gauze.
Okay, that's what it is.
That's gauze, down on wet paper with paint dropped onto it. And what it does, it absorbs, the strings absorb the color. So when you take it off when it's dry, it just leaves these fascinating marks in there.
That's neat. And then when you made your like branches or...
That's negative art.
Okay. How did you do that? Did you actually lay something down?
No,
or
no,
just...
no. It's negative art is where you paint around the subject. Like for this one here, you would continue on the blue line coming around, and then you'd make the marks. So it eventually forms a branch.
Okay.
You're painting backwards is what you're doing.
Oh, wow. And how do you get some of the, like, did you like do something like that to get some of your little like dabs or
the white
spots? Or
oh, the spots. Yes, that
there?
was paint splatter. Yeah,
it's fun. It's a lot of fun. And when you have like the white, kind of like a focus, how did you actually just leave the paper?
I left the paper, just
White.
painted around that, making a leaf shape.
Very
or some sort of
interesting.
fun
Yeah.
shapes.
Interesting. So your composition, was it like totally well planned out with all the shapes
Oh, good
first?
Lord,
No.
no, no,
I didn't think so.
no, no, not me,
I
not me. I
wondered.
don't know, no.
Okay.
If I was painting flowers, yes.
Uh-huh.
But when I do
This?
abstract type of,
Yeah.
you know, work like this, no, nothing's planned. It's
It's a
just
lot
Mother
of-
Nature. If you look down into a puddle and you see the leaves, that's
Uh-huh.
what you're looking at.
Cool.
It turns out to be a fun painting,
Yes.
and it goes with any color scheme because of all the colors that are in it.
Yes. That would be fun for children to do too. You don't have to be like some perfectionistic wildlife artist, which is wonderful, but you know.
Yeah, no,
different.
it's pretty simple. It's a fun little
Yeah.
painting to do.
Oh, neat.
The only part that could cause problems is the negative.
Mm-hmm.
But then you could draw those in. You know, the
Then you have
stems and
some
lines.
fine lines, kind of like way up there.
Yep.
How did that? Just a tiny brush?
Oh,
or
a very tiny brush.
Tiny
Yeah, like
brush.
an eyelash.
a little bit of detail.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot in that one. It's wonderful. Let's look at the next one for you that you have for us to look at. All right. Wow, that is gorgeous.
This kind of, I love to
Ah,
do this kind of loose, fun, flowing type of painting. It's fun. And of course it includes mixed media. I believe there's music in there, writing in there. There's fabric in there actually as well.
Is the fabric the little tiny
The gold.
leopardy? Oh, the
No,
gold.
that's the gold.
Okay, the gold.
The leopard is the is napkin, paper
Ah,
napkins,
wow.
cocktail napkins, that type of thing.
That's wonderful. It reminds me sort of the desert. What's the name of
This
that?
one is Arizona Blues.
Oh, that's why. I remember that now. Arizona Blues. The music and kind of like the
So
sun.
it can be
sun
Arizona
over
Blues,
there.
can be the blues that are in it, and
Right.
the Arizona colors of the sandstones.
Right, and all
Or
those.
it could be the
all-
music of the blues.
Right, they have all those red rocks and kind of cliff type
Yeah.
things there. That
When I
is-
came up with this one, I had photos of my trip to Sedona and the Grand Canyon. And those colors are so exquisite
Yes,
that
they are.
I just looked at my paints and thought, I got to paint something.
I was actually, first year or two, I've been to Arizona now, and now finally the Grand Canyon too. So the colors are very much like what you see there. Yeah. But the idea and how the composition all comes together, almost like it's horizontal and then vertical, all just, you know, zeroes in on making it a very interesting composition, almost with mountains back there and the sun, and you could think of water, and just it kind of has everything in it.
Yeah, fun colors, fun
It's-
piece.
Do you teach workshops or classes or?
I do classes
Uh-huh.
at my local church. I'm also going to be teaching at the Centennial School District this
That's in
fall.
Circle Pines.
Yeah. And I believe I'll probably be teaching too at Banfield Center
Oh,
for the Arts.
Wonderful. Yeah.
I take, well, we with Artist del Norte, try to do workshops, pull the workshops together for artists from all over. And also, I used to be a travel agent, and I have done a lot of art trips
Oh.
with artists. The first one, we were on a cruise ship, 32 people, and we did the watercolor leaves, fall watercolor leaves cruise. I think that was the name of it. We've been to Mexico, we've been to Dominican Republic, We've been to
Went to Georgia that one time.
Georgia. Oh,
Savannah.
yes, Savannah. Oh yes, that was so much fun. And
That's wonderful to combine
so we
travel
try
and
to,
art
we try to
and
do some fun things.
photography
Yeah.
and all of it
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
And having fun.
Yep,
on top
and
of
having
it.
fun on top of it. Yeah.
Sounds
Way to go.
really good. Well, thank you very much for sharing, and I hope some of the people that hear this will even take your classes. That would be wonderful. And find out what it's all about and experiment themselves and start having some fun in that area of life. Artist del Norte is a local art group that we're a part of, and it's been here since 1976. And I've only been part of it for about 5 years and enjoy it a lot. There's meetings once a month from 7 to 9 on the last Tuesday of the month. And we get together and have a little goodies to eat, and we have artists of the month can bring, different people in our group can bring their art that they do. They can ask for help with criticism about it or just present it as something new they're doing. Also, there's a demo artist that comes each time, and it varies from everything from types of painting to textiles, photography, how to do framing, and it's always interesting. You always learn something new, and so guests can come and visit us and see if you'd like to be part of our group. The group meets almost all months of the year except for we don't meet too much in November, December, January, and February, although there's a holiday brunch. And the workshops are perhaps 5 or 10 of them during the year that you can go to, and the next couple of workshops will be about charcoal pour, and then Calvin DeRuyter on watercolor, very expressive landscape watercolor painting, and that's coming up in October. All these things can be found out on the website. It is artistdelnorte.org, and we're also on Facebook, so you can look up some of these details there. So then there is a Rice Creek Art Fair that's in September 14th this year at Banfield Center for the Arts, and we'll have a little booth there. Rotating Art is also part of our group where we have local business people who have spots, and they are able to share the artist's work, and every 3 months we switch the art. So they always have fresh art on their walls. And this is fun for some of us to be able to do this. And I like the local community thing. I don't do a lot of traveling with my art at this point, so I do enjoy getting to know people in the community. And so come and visit us if you're interested. One more thing would be the Northern Showcase Art Show is coming up, and in our newsletter, our website, we will have entry forms available August 30th, and the deadline for putting those in would be October 1st, and that is an open show, so you do not have to be a member of our group to be in that show. So we welcome people from all over Minnesota to be in that show. The show is held at the Blaine Government Center. It's up the whole month of November, and there's a nice reception, which will be November 15th from 2 to 4. A judge will jury it, and there's even a place for three-dimensional artwork if it's not too big, probably about that big. So we welcome ceramics and anything carved, you know, whatever your imagination, sculpture. We would welcome people to bring their art for that. So come and visit us, and we'd love to see you. Thank you.